Hey, how you doing, folks? DecepySwag here, and for the month of April, we have our 4th DLC character for Season 2 of Fatal Fury, and it's the return of the Dark Emperor himself, the ruler, Wolfgang Krauser. Big thank you to SNK for the opportunity, always appreciate it. As usual, this video will be timestamped for your viewing pleasure. You already know how this goes. We'll divide the video into 4 main parts, being character lore and backstory. Next is moveset, showing off their buttons, specials, and supers. Then of course gameplay with me playing Krauser, and rounding it all out will be my overall impressions of the character and my grading of his inclusion in the game. Now, without further delay, it's time to introduce a man that is the epitome of excellence and dominance, the God King himself, Wolfgang Krauser Von Stroheim. For anyone new like myself to the lore of this character, Wolfgang Krauser Von Stroheim made his debut in Fatal Fury 2 back in 1992 as the big bad of the game. He would also have appearances in other SNK games like Fatal Fury Special and the Real Bout Fatal Fury Special, but many of you might know him from his inclusion in the King of Fighters 96 and 98 Ultimate Match, a part of the boss team comprising of Krauser, Mr. Big, and Geese Howard. Being dubbed as the Emperor of Darkness, Krauser is the embodiment of nobility and immense power and strength. Born in Germany and heir to the Stroheim name, Krauser is Earl of Stroheim, or in other words, person of high nobility. In Fatal Fury 2, Krauser would put together the King of Fighters tournament not in pursuit of world domination in the sense of, say, a Geese Howard. No, Krauser's goal was to prove that he himself is the apex of humanity, to have his strength recognized by everyone and test his might and dominance against others who would dare be foolish enough to challenge him. Although brutal and merciless, Krauser is above else a man of great honor and integrity. He is someone that doesn't indulge in petty tricks and underhanded tactics. When you fight him, it is a fight to the death and with great honor and respect for his opponents, should they show their worth as a fighter. Even in the way he views himself as that of Mozart in both their genius and how he molds his fights as masterpieces. The battlefield is his stage, and the battle in question is his symphony, a symphony of violence. In his final battle with Terry Bogard, after having finally been defeated by the Hungry Wolf, Wolfgang decided in that very moment that he would take his own life, having lost to Terry. This scene was animated in the 1993 animated movie Fatal Fury 2: The New Battle. The same scene would also be reanimated for the tease of Krauser's inclusion for Sea of the Wolves. An important tidbit that I didn't mention until now is that he is also the half-brother of everyone's favorite SNK villain, Geese Howard. Krauser's father abandoned Geese's mother when he was young and left for Europe for political power and status, leading to Krauser being born. Geese having a hatred towards the Stroheims, while Krauser's resentment towards Geese for the fact that their father viewed Geese as the better of the two. This caused bad blood between the two siblings that would carry on for years from their childhood well into their adult years. Which it is true that Krauser's held the tournament to face strong opponents, but he also wanted to face the man that defeated his brother, which what Krauser long hoped to have one day done himself. Wolfgang Krauser von Stroheim is a man of violence and honor, merciless yet honorable. If there was ever an example of what it means to stand atop of the hierarchy of power and status to truly exemplify the meaning of overwhelming force, that title goes to none other than Wolfgang Krauser von Stroheim. So, with the backstory out of the way, let's just see what SNK did for the Dark Emperor himself, Wolfgang Krauser. Alright, so now that we've gone over just who Wolfgang Krauser is, it's time we get into the meat and potatoes. You already know how we do. It's time to get into them buttons. So let's talk about what his buttons are. So you have your stand, light punch, stand, heavy punch, stand, light kick, and stand, heavy kick. I like this little twirl he does. It looks kind of funny. Then of course you have your jumps. Jump light, jump light kick, jump light punch, jump heavy punch, and jump heavy kick. And then we have close light. Let me see. Pick him off a block real quick. Sorry. There you go. Close light punch. Do a little chop. Close light kick, close heavy punch, multi-hitting, and close heavy kick. Now, something interesting about him is his jump ins, right? So you have your cross up. He has 2 cross ups. He has this one, the jump in, light kick, and then he has a heavy with the heavy punch, right? But the interesting thing about the heavy punch is it has this vacuum kind of effect where it pulls them in just enough for you to follow it up with another heavy like that. So then you feint, go into another button, boom, boom, boom. Feel me? So that's pretty neat. I like that they did that. So you could get something like that. Really neat that they have that for him. And let's just real quick, the stage is dope as hell. Like, let's just talk about the stage. You are fighting on like a orchestral like theater. You can see like the notes and the papers on the ground from, I guess, where the musicians were playing, and like now the crowd is just watching you beat the crap out of somebody. So that's cool. But yeah, so as far as his command moves, he has two command buttons. For light punch, a big slam on the ground, which is called kneeling hammer, right? And then he has forward heavy punch, which is called blitz strike. And so when you do this, you get that. Nice little range on that, actually, you know, decent range. And of course, again, the light punch like sends you going forward. So the forward light, kneeling hammer, and forward heavy punch, blitz strike. Now let's go over his dodge attacks, or evade moves as I like to call them. So you have your low, do a nice little elbow drop, and then his high dodge, nice little uppercut. So nothing too crazy. And then let's talk about his command combo. He only has one command combo, and it's pretty simple. I'm gonna be honest with you all. It's not the most complicated command combo in the game. You literally just press really two things. You do close heavy punch, and then after you do close heavy punch, you follow it up with either back heavy punch or forward. So it will look like this. Pretty straightforward. And then here's his throws. Back throw. Forward throw. And I just love, like, the lightning effect on his hands is sick. And then his taunt. Let me see if I can get it on the first try. Look at that. Look at, like, this dude is just a beast. Look how tall he is. He dwarfs rock. Like, he genuinely dwarfs him. Look at his walk. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's a beast. Look at him. That's some shit right there. But now that we've gone over that, let's real quick talk about his rev blows. So of course, you always gotta make sure, in order to use rev blow, you need to have SPG activated, or else it won't work. So you have his ground rev blow, a big bonk on the head. Not the fastest in the world. 25 frame startup, which is generally the norm in this game, I believe. Nothing too crazy. And then you have the air version, which he does like this cool, like, basically like superhero slam on the ground. He just punched the ground, like the superhero landing. That's pretty neat. Now we're gonna be talking about his specials, and first up is a classic. If you know, you know. Blitzball, baby. You do quarter circle back punch. Light punch, you get a high version, or mid technically. And then if you do heavy punch, you get a low. Now the interesting thing is, if you hold the buttons, so say you hold light punch, it slows it down. Same applies to the low. So this is a good way of basically pissing off your opponent when you want to mix them up. For anyone that's new to SNK, or just say Fatal Fury in general, this character, as far as his projectiles go, think of Sagat. If you've played Street Fighter and you're looking at this and going, man, this reminds me of something, think of Sagat's tiger projectiles. It functions the same way, except he can actually, in this game, hold it, which affects the properties. Now, also, something that I want to show off is his feints. You have your neutral feint, which is this, and you have your down feint, where he fakes the Blitz Ball. Now, what I love about this is the fact that it has the projectile on it. It has the effect, projectile effect. Not every character in this game that has, say, a projectile, if they have a feint that fakes the fireball, everyone doesn't have that effect. I'm not sure if, I'm trying to think, I think only Marco has that effect on his hands when he fakes the fireball. There might be somebody else, but he's the first person I could think of that has it. I don't believe Ken has it, but I could be wrong. But this just looks beautiful, like the fire effect, like the lighting. Let me see if I can pause it at the right time. Look at that. That's, look, SNK be cooking, but I love that. And you see the sparks from the flames, the embers. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. But yeah, let me take off the there you go, the SPG, so you can see the actual damage without the buff. But yeah, if you know me by now, I love stuff like this. I love annoying opponents. So this is going to be a fun time. If you face me in rank, I'm telling you now, I'm going to be annoying. And of course, you do have the EX version of this move, where you do light punch and heavy punch at the same time, and you can hold it. You can either just do a normal, or you can hold the fireball, and you could follow behind it. So he's going to be really scary, just from a zoning aspect. He's going to be a really annoying character to deal with, which is my type of character. Next, we have leg tomahawk, which is core circle forward kick, either light or heavy. And basically, it's just as it sounds. He swings his body and does a giant sweeping tomahawk in the air. And the cool thing about this move, it can avoid fireballs. So I'm going to set rock, do a Rapuken, and see if I can get it. So you could punish your opponent. You know they're going to throw a fireball. Then you can try to space it out, obviously. But yeah, stuff like this, good stuff to have. And you can break it. You can break the heavy. So stuff like that. So if your opponent think, oh, he's gonna do the move, I'm gonna anti-air him or something, you can just take him out. Boom, boom. Which is really dope. And of course the EX version. Covers a good amount of distance, so dope all around. Next, we have the Phoenix Slam, and this is a move that I'm not sure he had in other games. For anyone that's aware of this character, like move sets from previous titles and stuff like that, that really know their stuff, correct me down in the comment below, I don't mind. But what this is a command grab. So let me see if I can get it. Yeah. So it's half circle forward or half circle back forward. You know, classic SNK inputs, and he basically choke slams them on the ground. Now, the interesting thing about this, right, there's, you know, the light version obviously, and then there's a heavy version. But what makes this interesting is the heavy has armor. So if I can get Rock to do this properly, let's find out. It absorbs the hits and it choke slams them, the same with the EX version. And then you get that cool follow-up at the end, and you can follow it up with other EX moves, but we'll get to that after I cover all the specials. Now, what's interesting about this is you may be thinking, okay, so it'll, you know, absorb maybe a few hits. No. I'm going to show you what this can really do. So I want to show you all what happens when we place a character like Billy Kane with multi-hitting EX moves. So we're going to try see what happens when you deal with that. He eats through it. This man eats through it. So I'm gonna do it at a further distance. Look at that. Look at what happens. Do you all see what's happening? Insane. This character, this character is gonna be a fun time for folks. I can already tell. But we're gonna move on to his next special move, and that is Kaiser Claw. So you do Dragon Punch input, Light Punch, or Heavy Punch, and what happens is you snatch your opponent out of the air if they're airborne. So let me give you an example. And then you slam them down. on the opposite end of where you are. And of course, it has the EX version. Let me see. And you get a bounce afterwards. So let's see if I could do a little. And then you could follow it up with Blitz Ball afterwards. And the cool thing about this is this little combo here I can show you. And then you throw him back in the corner. So if you're like, man, that's cool, but I don't want to take him out the corner, lose my advantage, don't worry. You can throw them right back. And now we're back where we started. Lastly, in his list of special moves, we have Knee Halberd, which is just quarter circle back, kick, light or heavy kick, but it has follow-ups, which is quarter circle back, kick, 1-2, you press the second kick, and you get this. If you do the light version, just on the initial hit, the opponent will not be knocked down. But if you do the heavy version, the knee knocks them down. And if you do the full follow-up, very simple, very easy, get some more damage. Now, the EX version of this move has an extra hit and causes them to bounce. But again, you don't need to do the full hit if you don't want to. You can break in the middle of it. So if you want to break here or break here, which will allow you to get some type of combo or a special move or even a super off. I really enjoy this move a lot. As someone that just likes big damage, big buttons, and big moves, this character is really doing it for me. But now that I covered all his special moves, it's time we get into the super moves. Alright, so now that we've gone over his specials and his buttons and whatnot, it's time we get into the fun stuff, and that's the super moves. So first up, we have Kaiser Wave. Double quarter circle forward punch, light, and you get this. Now the neat thing about this move, looks cool, right? Love the effects, but it's levels. That's level 2. And you can hold it longer and get even more damage. Now, obviously your opponent's not gonna just stand there and let this happen, but it will be cool if you could somehow get this off during an actual fight. Next up, we have Gigantic Cyclone. Double quarter circle forward kick. Again, double quarter circle forward and kick. Now the thing about this move is you can't necessarily just do a button into it. It will whiff, but say your opponent jumps, right? If they jump and you hit them with his heavy kick, which will cause him to do a knee, the properties on the character will allow you to catch them. So say you could do that, or you could do this instead. This move works really well on characters that are airborne. Now that we covered the level 1 versions of the moves, let's cover the red line super versions of these moves, aka the level 2 versions of these attacks. So, same inputs as before. Kaiser Wave level 2, red line, big blast. But the same idea from the regular version applies here. You want more damage? Hold it. Look at that. Just look at that. And I like this little detail. If, again, anyone here that plays Dragon Ball, watch Dragon Ball, or just anime stuff in general, but specifically Dragon Ball, look at the ground when he charges this moves. Look at the gravel coming up. This is so like Final Flash, Final Shine coded. Like it's insane. I love this. Such a cool move. Such cool details. The electricity on his hands, the effects, the colors changing. It's just, again, SNK cooked. SNK cooked. I can't be mad. They cooked. I did not think I was going to care about this character. I was wrong. I was very wrong. And now we have level 2 version of Gigantic Cyclone, aka the red line version. Same input as before, double quarter circle forward. This time you would use the heavy version, aka the heavy button. And he's just swinging you around in the air, just going crazy. So let's see if I do a combo. This character does big damage. Do y'all hear me? Big damage. And I hadn't even shown you the best part, his hitting gear. His hitting gear is it might be the coolest in the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. He might have my favorite hitting gear in the game. He might have it. He might have the best in the game. But let me stop glazing it and just show you all. Here we go. Look at this. And he's not done. Look. Oh my god, it's cooking. Oh my god. Now tell me that doesn't remind you of Dirty Fireworks from Vegeta. It's the same, like, I like the start. I just like the startup. You do a Rambo. I thought this was it. I'm like, okay, cool. He does a Rambo and then throw you and then that's it. But then he throws you in the air, charges a Ki Blast, final flash, final shine, shoots you in the air, and then it cuts to him doing that smirk like Vegeta with the Dirty Fireworks. This is so, it's just insane. Like, I'm not joking. This is actually it might be one of my favorite supers. They really cooked with him. Like, somebody at SNK at the Fatal Fury dev team loves Krauser. Also, I like the little detail, like with his hair being all gray, because this is years later since he fought Terry, so he's obviously much older. But I like that he still got like streaks of his natural like purple hair color, but like it shows his age. I do want to show you also like what this looks like from a distance. So it covers a good amount of distance. It doesn't go full screen or anything crazy, but I would say it goes far enough, just enough. Like you would have to space this properly, but you could definitely catch somebody asleep at the wheel. But yeah, yo. Let me see if I can get this combo on the first try. And then boom, right? But what if I want to do? Here we go. Look at the damage I'm doing. Look at the damage I'm doing. Look at him. Look at Billy's life. This wasn't, mind you, this was not a counter hit. This was not a wild punish. This was just a normal hit. Yo, I gotta show y'all. I'm sorry, I'm geeked out. Hold on. I gotta show y'all like wild punish. Hold on. This character is just, look at his life. Look at it. Final flash. Bang. Look at Billy's life. Brother, that's a kill combo. Woo, baby, that's a kill combo if I ever seen one. Oh my god, this character is just cool. He's too cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's a part of my roster now. Like, I will be maining this character along with Billy and Joe. Like, he's just too cool. SNK cooked with this character. Stage is fire. His theme is dope. I believe in the old games they actually did use Mozart. I don't think that's what this is. I think this is a different theme. I think this theme is new for him. But yeah, like, this is just cool. Because in the old games, he also had like a castle as a stage. But in I think it was for a gamer interview, they did mention, the devs, that they weren't going to give him that stage again. Obviously, because this is supposed to take place in Southtown, there's no castles. But they said they would give him a stage fitting for him. And this makes sense. Him basically comparing himself to Mozart in terms of like his genius and his artistic violence and how he commands the battlefield. Like, it just made sense. They cooked it. I was too far. But yeah, like I had so much fun playing this character. I've had too much fun playing him. He genuinely has become my favorite character so far this season, hands down. It's not even a contest. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, he's just so much fun. The big buttons, the like he's just too much fun. They cooked with him. Big buttons, annoying projectiles, cool animations, just stupid animations too. Like realistically, you would never get this off in an actual match. But who knows? You might be the one to get this off in a match. And then like another thing, like at this point, there's something I want to show y'all. Like when you get an opponent into, what is it? Overheat, right? They're in overheat. As you know, the guard gauge goes down. They chip. You can, you know, you do a special, you could chip them, yada yada, right? So what I want to show you is this. Look at that, right? Then you charge it. You know, you can chip away at it. Now look what happens if I, hold on, if I just charge it fully. Look at that. Look at his guard gauge. That's, oh my, yo, I'm gonna have too much fun. Just, and then you just guard break them. Like, again, this is all, you know, in theory, obviously it'll be kind of hard to get this in a real fight, but even then, just doing the regular stuff, like just a normal Krauser wave super, like it's nuts. Or even if you could get the level 2 version off, like it would still do damage. It would still eat away at them. So again, this character, he's the most fun I've had. I'm not gonna lie to you, he's the most fun I've had as far as trying out these characters. He's definitely on my roster. But enough glazing, enough of me being a nerd about this character. It's time we get to the fun stuff. It's time we get to you seeing me put in work with this character against the CPU. So let's get to it. Alright, so now that I've shown you his buttons, I've shown you what he can do, I've shown you his lore and everything, yeah, let's get into playing some matches, shall we? So you already know we're gonna play the boy, Wolfgang Krauser. I've really taken a liking to this character, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm gonna play with his SPG in the middle. By the way, his colors are really sick. Unfortunately, you can't keep the armor when you fight. So I don't know if maybe there's like a secret input or something that SNK put, but I haven't figured it out. Or it just may not be a thing, but I really hope in the future SNK allows us to do that, because just look at these colors, yo. If you're a fan of Saint Seiya like I am, I was looking at these armors, I was like, it's the gold armor, the silver saint, you got like bronze and stuff. I was like, yo, this is just too cool of some colors. I think I'm gonna use this one, because it just would be awesome if they let us do that. But of course, we're gonna hit random and see who we get as an opponent. Bitch ass Kevin. I can't stand Kevin. We're gonna put him on level 4. Flux ratio. And let's go with, you know what, we're gonna go with the New York Knicks colors. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Ooh, just look at him. Look how cool he looks. Sleep well. This character is so sick.
It's a bad day to
Kevin, I hate you so much.
Are you gonna
You remind me of Clark. I can't stand Clark. Oh yeah, I always forget he's here. Alright, alright. Okay, okay. Oh god, oh god. Okay, hold on. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Give me that. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. Come here. Come here. Come on. Get up. Oh wait, let me see if I can do his secret taunt. Oh my god. So that's his back taunt that I did. So you do at the end of the rounds, if you don't know, to do their secret taunts, and everyone has 2 of them. You do either back or forward taunt at the end of the rounds. Who are you trying to grab? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Oh, I tried to. Oh no. Okay. Give me that. Give me that. Get back over there. He jumped. Oh, ooh. Yo, he's on me. Huh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, let me see what I can do. I haven't been throwing no fireballs, I just realized. Oh, that was bad. I should have went for a... Okay. Let me see if I can get the air rev low. Oh, I missed. Come here. Trying to be annoying. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. He could dodge that. Oh. No! Oh god! Come on. Do a rev blow. I dare you. Come on. Oh no! Can I get the super off? No! I messed up. I was trying to do the super. I messed up. No. We gotta get the run back. Gotta get the run back. Hold on. We can't lose like that. Okay. Wow, he jumped. Oh, I could have. I pressed the button there at the last second, then he decides to do something. Give me that. Hey, how you doing? Oh, whoa. Nice try. We're gonna save this meter. Oh, it's gonna be so good hitting people with that. I can't wait. Shake my head. None of that. I'm gonna get this super off. No, I killed him. I want to get this super off. We'll get in the next match. Oh, look at his outro. So fired. Just. Oh, that's so clean. So clean.
Fine, but do so knowing that I will walk free in a matter of days.
He said, "I will walk free in a matter of days." Like, you think you're gonna arrest me? He said, "I'll be out." Well, you don't know who I am. I'll be out. Lickety split. All right, we're gonna go to the next match. All right, so for our next match, I wanted to go to this stage real quick. Oh my god, his intro is cool. But we gotta fight Blue Mary at this stage. Blue Mary looks really good. Also, I realized just now her hair isn't naturally blonde, because you could see like her natural hair color from the buzz cut in the back, like the faded part. That's a nice little detail I never knew. Yo, Mary. You woke up with buttons, Mary? Hold that. That's fine. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. You can snatch your opponent out the air. You can snatch them out the air, bro. That's so fire. Oh no. Oh wait, mistakes. Mistakes was made. Oh. Oh, she jumped. No, not Suplex City. Hold on. Oh, she pressed the button. She tried to do something. Oh, she. Yo, I did that by accident. It don't matter though. Come here, Mary. Give me that. Let me see if I can do his. Yes, I did the other time. Oh, that's so cool. He's so cool, yo. How old is Krauser at this point? Is he like in his 60s? 70s? He gotta be like 65, right? Alright, we're gonna do one more match. But I know the perfect opponent I gotta do this against. Alright, so one last match to round out this part of the video, and who better to fight than the legendary Hungry Wolf himself, Mr. Terrence Bogard. So let's see if Krauser can get his run back. Come on. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, Terry. Hold on. Why are you being super aggro? Do that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, he jumped. He avoided it. Okay. Terry, please. Terrence. Give me that. Oh, I tried to breath blow. Okay. Okay. You mean business. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. Not to get baited. Okay. No. Give me that. Oh no, I messed up. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm him? Oh, he really did that. Give me that. No. No. I'm throwing. So is he gonna guard? He's gonna guard the whole time? Yo, Terry. Yes. Yo. Oh my god. Oh my god. One more. I gotta get my rematch. We gotta get our rematch. We can't let it go like that. One more match. One more. Alright. Fine. That's fine. Alright. Okay. Get off me. None of that. Jump. Maybe I shouldn't have jumped. Yo, the CPUs in SNK games are ridiculous. Give me that. Give me that. No! Is he gonna do it? Oh my god. It's every time I do one of these videos, the CPUs just whoop my ass every time. Not like this, bro. Not like this. Maybe it wasn't smart to put the CPU on like Level 5. Okay. You stop being. Give me that. Trying to be annoying. Give me that. Show ass out the air. Where you going, huh? Where was he going, huh? Beyond the disgrace. Yeah, let him know. Come on, what we got? What we got? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yo. He does hit him here. Okay. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Bonk. Oh shit. Oh, no, not like this. And then I gotta do the taunt. Electricity, let's go. It's like I was trying to get this one too. I was trying to get this ender. Ah, they cooked.
Can you at least try to entertain me?
They did such a good job with this character. Alright, that's going to be it for this part of the video. We're now going to the final segment, and that's me giving my overall thoughts and opinions on Wolfgang Krauser's inclusion in Fatal Fury City of Wolves Season 2. Let's get to it. We've now reached the final segment of this first impressions video, and I think I can say that I'm extremely surprised in my feelings towards Krauser. To give some context by that, many of the characters for Season 2 weren't anything particular hype for me personally. I do like Jae-Hun and played around with him in Mark the Wolves. Geese I never really played with much, same with Blue Mary, and Krauser was completely foreign to me. I knew of the character, but it was same situation like with Mr. Big. I knew of them but never really played them or played a game that they were involved. So for me, I was like, cool, I'll just chill until next season whenever hopefully Freeman gets included. Which again, SNK, please include Freeman at some point, I'm begging you. But after having tried out Krauser, he's my favorite of the season. Free, no contest. Like, this character has a lot of things I enjoy and then some in a character. Big buttons, multiple fireballs, command grabs, and more. Even when I was working on this first impressions video and learning about him, I really got to dive into his lore and connections and ideas. Like, I've come to actually become a fan of this guy. Like, he's just too cool. And then his stage is a nice reference to the whole Mozart of Violence thing. And then don't even get me started on his hitting gear. When I saw it for the first time, I started geeking out. He's so heavily Dragon Ball coded, it's insane. If you ever played a Dragon Ball fighting game, and probably the older ones, and you tried Saiyan Saga Vegeta, you would instantly recognize the reference to Dirty Fireworks with the camera work when he explodes and it cuts back to Vegeta smirking. The same thing is done with Wolfgang and his hitting gear. And then not to mention the Final Flash and Final Shine references as well with his Ki Blast. So far, Krauser is my favorite of not just this season, but of the game itself next to Joe and Billy. Again, still waiting to see how Kenshiro plays, which I'm excited for. Plus, we have the mystery character coming in May. But yeah, this guy is just too much fun. He's simple, strong, cool as hell, and then he has one of the coolest windscreens in the game. My overall rating of Krauser's inclusion in Fatal Fury City of Wolves Season 2, he gets an 8 out of 10 as well. Beautiful new stage, dope theme in the background with the whole Mozart classical music playing in the background, amazing gameplay. Plus, I really like how they made him look so much older than his previous incarnations. His hair is graying out, but you can still see a couple threads of purple hair from his youth. Really nice touch, attention to detail right there. Now, I do have one slight complaint, and I do wish we could keep the armor on because that would be dope. The colors changing in his armor reminds me of Saint Seiya's different armor classes. Hopefully SNK will allow us to do that down the line, but who knows. But all that's left now is for me to ask you all an important question, and that's, what are your thoughts? What do you think of Wolfgang's inclusion in City of Wolves Season 2? Are you excited to play him? Have you ever played Krauser before, and if so, in what games? And what do you think about the new stage and theme song? Comment down below and tell me if SNK cooked. Again, big thank you to SNK for the chance to play Wolfgang Krauser Von Stroheim. Always appreciate it. Beta Free City Wolf Season 2 is available with 6 characters, one a month all the way up until June, with each of them including a brand new stage. They being Kim Jae-hun from January, Ishara for February, Blue Mary for March, Wolfgang Krauser for April, and the last 2 slots being a mystery character for May and the legend himself Kenshiro for June, all available for $19.99 USD. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and don't forget to tap that bell icon. And while you're at it, let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes. Always appreciate it. Till next time, I'm DecepySwag. Later.